Before this video starts, quick reminder to everyone who won the giveaway to respond to your emails. If not, I'll have to pick backup winners. So I guess I'll go through how to solve my giveaway. This is a bit late, sorry about that, but yeah, here it is. So it says that I have to find a way to get to the second link from this page. So what you do is you go to the video. Right here, you get a code. A lot of people tried this whole link and it did not work. But if you try this code by itself in a bit.ly link, you should get to another website. So entering this code into a bit.ly link would give you this page, which is another YouTube page. So I guess I'll go through these hints pretty quickly. How fast is my Pbl Square-1 single in seconds? So this is just 3 seconds. You can easily find this from my live streams. So just 3 here. My 12th tip can help you with this tip. So go ahead and go here to my Pyramix tips video. The 12th tip is just a B move, so that would just be B. How fast is my pure single for Square-1? This is easily found through my WCA profile, which is 5 seconds, so just 5 there. So this one might look like -12, but it's actually -1, 2. So if you go to the Carnock notation video, -1, 2 is a D, so just lowercase d there. I did this PLO in 2.0 seconds with 3 SPS, so this is pretty simple. Just go to my PLO time attack video. It's going to be 3 SPS, 2 seconds, it's E perm, so just an E there. If this PLO is on top and bottom, I would solve it with PJ into NN. If you do this on the Square-1, it would just end up with a KK, which is pretty simple, so just K here. The second letter of the color of the cups is from this video, my April Fool's video from a long time ago. These cups are red, so just the second letter is just E. So this code can go into another bit.ly link, which will lead to this final page. So with this last page, I think a lot of people had trouble with because it's just a bunch of random letters and codes, which seem pretty complicated. But the trick is just to ignore these codes completely and just highlight the whole thing. Then you get a 5-letter code by looking at the white letters. So here we have an S, a D here. Here we should have a V. And then we have an I here. Finally, we have a capital T here. So with those 5 letters, you can enter them into the Gleam code, and you should finally get the final page. So yeah, this giveaway was pretty difficult. I think only 10 people solved it. I think this last part was pretty trolly, so I do apologize for that. But some people did manage to figure it out, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that is the solution, and let's just jump straight into the Q&A. How did you start practicing Square-1? By the way, love your content. Thank you. So I think the reason why I started Square-1 was because the first cuber I ever met, Brandon Lin, was really good at Square-1 back then. So yeah, I picked up Square-1 at NATS 2014, and then the rest is history. When and how did I start cubing, and is learning full CSP okay? I started cubing I think back in 2013. I was inspired mostly by YouTube videos with viral videos of people solving Rubik's Cube. In terms of CSP, if you have a basic understanding of how CS works, I think it's perfectly fine to start learning CSP. So I think the sub 15 or sub 12 mark for Square-1 is about a good time to learn CSP. Is full alg Pbl something I'm going to work on in the future? Probably not, because there's almost 1,000 algs and that's just way too much for me. For those who don't know, I do use full Pbl but only full 2 alg Pbl, so it does reduce the algs by quite a bit, while being pretty efficient. I definitely do have a lot of respect for people like Daniel Carnock who have been trying to finish all of Pbl with all algs, but I just think learning all those algs is just not for me. Favorite non-WCA event? Probably Team Blind, because it's pretty interesting. It's a team event that requires 2 people. I also do it on my YouTube stream sometimes. It's definitely a very, very fun event to try. It's definitely really unique, and I think it actually could be a nice event to be official. For ice cream, my favorite flavor is probably cookies and cream. And as for a favorite YouTuber or YouTuber, I'm not quite sure because all of them are pretty unique in their own ways, but I do know who Cupid is. But he has a pretty good channel, and I'm pretty happy for him for his success recently. How did I learn Pbl? So I started Pbl back in 2018, so back then there wasn't really that many resources for Pbl, unlike now. So I ended up figuring a lot of it out on my own, so playing around with the cube myself, playing around with cancellations and different combinations. I did use a program to search for more cases and some other documents for algs, but for the most part I think I figured out most of it by myself. Least favorite WC event? Probably 7 or 5 blind, something like that. What instruments do I play, if any? I can play the violin. I'm not that good at it, but I can play a little bit of it. But I mostly play piano. I quit a long time ago, but I still play here and there for fun. So what do I do when I'm not cubing? So these days usually just editing videos or making videos, I guess, but I also enjoy bowling, basketball, and gaming. So recently it's actually been Terraria mostly because a new patch just dropped, And yeah, it's actually a pretty fun game, and I would recommend it. Is cereal a soup? No. Thoughts on Pbl? I have been recently thinking about this a little bit, and I think it does have quite a bit of potential, just like Pbl. However, I don't think I'll be using it personally because I think it's just way too many cases and it's bad recognition. And also, I do stuff like PCOP, and I don't want Pbl to really affect that, so I think I'll stick with what I'm doing right now. Have I ever thought about making my own method? As mentioned before, I do have some of my own methods, kind of, like some Pbl stuff and PCOP. I do have some other random ones, but none of them have really been as successful as the ones I use now, so yeah. Have I ever burned out on a specific event? The answer is definitely yes. I've definitely burnt out on pretty much every event that I have done seriously. For the time that has passed before I restarted, there isn't a specific time range that I usually have. It's more of when I get motivated to do the event again, I just go back to it. Lin or Vandenberg? I think Vandenberg is better by far, but Lin is definitely still not a bad method. How old am I? I'm 18. How many packages have I got from the Cubicle? Probably 10 or so maybe. Am I in college? Not yet. Where did I get my cubes before my sponsorship? Just probably random stores. Not like any in specific. Do I wear glasses? Yeah. Thoughts on Cp Parody? I don't think it's that good. I think EP Parody is better, but in general, CSP is the best. How to improve SPS for Square-1? My general tip is just to learn better finger tricks. So I have a whole video dedicated to this if you want to check it out. But basically, just don't regrip too much and have smooth finger tricks for pretty much all your turns. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this Q&A. Thank you guys for your questions, and enjoy the rest of these solves.